Welcome back to Book Dust Media. This is a new chapter. I know it's been a while since we've done a full-length video, but we are back. Hopefully we can stay consistent this time. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss our videos that come out or didn't come out.
So nice. I figured we would get started with the last books that we read. I don't know if you had anything in mind, but this was the last book that I read. I read Dawn of the North, which is book 3 in the Ashen series by Demi Winters. And it was a super fun fantasy book set in like a Norse mythology style Viking-like world. And it was awesome.
I love the artwork in this book.
The artwork is really cool. The first book in the series is Road of Bones, and that was a really good one too. I've liked every book in the series, but it is super fun.
Do you recommend this book to people like me, or who do you recommend this book to? Is it romancy?
There is some romance. It's like a subplot. It's not a main plot, but if you want to say there is some spice in the book. If you don't like spice, or if that's something that you're trying to stay away from, then I wouldn't suggest the series. It's not very heavy. I would not refer to it at all as smutty, but there is some romance in it. Would I tell you to read it? No. Not only just because there's a little bit of romance in it, but also because it's a little stronger on the world building. It's a super fun world, a really cool world, but I don't think you would enjoy it.
You're saying it's going to go over my head?
It takes a little bit to get into.
I won't read it because you're just saying it's a little bit romantic.
There's a little
romance,
bit of it.
And I've been ruined by trying to read Fourth Wing, so I'm not going to.
I feel like there's probably a lot of people that feel that way. They were ruined trying to come into the romantasy world because of Fourth Wing. But there's a lot of people that really love the series. So every time you say anything negative on our book talk,
I'm not saying negative. It just wasn't for me.
Respond to those.
And I didn't hate the first. I honestly didn't hate the first book.
It was good. The second one's where I DNF'd it. Yeah, but you DNF'd it at chapter 2. That doesn't even I don't count that as even reading a book. Like, if you haven't gotten to at least 25% way through the book, it doesn't even count as a DNF. I just feel like you never picked up the book. You didn't get far enough through it to get into the book, in my opinion.
I just got tired of the, Zayden.
There's a lot of that.
Too much for me.
Yeah, I get it.
If it was all just about dragons, I'd have been into it, but there's too much of that about their relationship for me to get into the book and want to continue.
You are stuck in her point of view too long, and she is just a young girl, and that's an issue. Some people didn't get into it because of the writing style, and I get that. You know, if you're more of a fantasy reader, it's probably not going to be your cup of tea. So, very nice. I'm going to take this from you.
Okay. My last book reads have not been anywhere in fantasy genre whatsoever. They've been actually orthodox religious books. Are the last books that I have read.
Yeah.
So I'm not really going to... That's not what this channel is about, but that's what I've been currently reading. I did pick up Blood on Her Tongue, and then I stopped reading it, and now I kind of regret it, and I can't find the copy of the book, so I'm going to rebuy the copy while I still know what's going on in the book and finish reading that book.
Yeah, it grew feed and walked away. We have a lot of books, and we don't currently know where it resides.
That is the next book I'm going to read. What I'm currently reading right now is Between Two Fires, which is gothic horror, and I'm almost done. I'm right in the middle of this book. So far, I like it. Sometimes the only complaint is I can't tell if it's actually happening in the book or it's a dream. So that happened again. That's happened twice now where I'm not sure if that really happened or the guy's just tripping.
Interesting.
So there was this big battle between like good and evil, angel and a demon. And then the next chapter just moves on like that didn't happen. Like
Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, like what's going on?
Yeah.
Wouldn't they still be talking about that the next day? And they're just on to something else. Like, that didn't just all went down. Like,
Weird.
so, unless I missed something, I almost felt like a couple times, did I skip a couple pages here? Going on to the next chapter. So, it's not even a complaint. I still love the book. I think it's awesome. Yeah, I guess it would be technically the first horror book that I really read, and I don't know.
You don't know how you feel about the genre, or?
No, I don't feel like it's a horror book to me.
Yeah. It's not
Like,
the
there's
same
a
as
couple-
watching a horror movie.
No, I haven't been like, oh, disturbed. Well, no, that's not true. There's one disturbing thing that did happen, so.
And that's why you wouldn't tell me to read it, right?
Yeah, you probably wouldn't like that part.
Yeah.
But I do like the religious aspect of the book, Good versus Evil. So I'm
So
going to
you
finish
don't
it.
recommend it for people that are maybe sensitive
Sensitive
to
to
some
when it comes
scenes?
to like children being hurt and stuff like that. That would be my trigger warning, I guess. But
Yeah.
other than that, I think it's good. I like the writing. I like the setting of the book, and I do like the good versus evil. So it's following around a girl, a knight, and a preacher. So I don't want to say anything more than that. But if you like the gothic horror style books, I would definitely read this. And it's funny, it is based or talking about a plague. And since I read The Reaper, which is one of the books, which was a plague, this is the second plague book that I'm reading. So apparently I like that stuff, and I like the gothic horror stuff, and I want to finish reading Blood on Her Tongue, which is another gothic horror style book,
Yeah. Okay.
when I find it.
When
Or
you
I'm just going to
find it.
reorder it again.
That book isn't set in like medieval times, I'm assuming. If
This?
No, Blood
Yeah.
on Her Tongue
Yeah, it
is
is.
that?
It's 1800s, I believe.
Oh.
I think it was. Yeah, I think it is set in like 1800s. So,
Interesting.
or I could be wrong. You can correct me in the comments.
Okay.
I only got into like 2-3 chapters of the book before I lost it.
Nice. Okay.
So.
Well, it's somewhere. I mean, we'll end up having 2 versions of the book. I am currently reading a book that I stole from our bookstore. So
Cost me money.
it is.
The reason I sell books is to keep up with the habit of you buying books to read, but now you're stealing the books I'm trying to
Just
sell.
straight from the store. This is the Loom Saga. So this book right here actually has 3 books within it. I just started the book and I really like it. This is the first book. So yeah, it starts with the Loom Saga. The first book in it is The Alchemist of Loom. So I'm currently, I guess, residing in that book right now. I'm about 3 chapters in, 30 pages. And it is fun. This is the first book that I read that's steampunk. So it's set in like a steampunk world. It is more sci-fi than fantasy, and this year I've been getting into more sci-fi books. But it does have dragons, so I feel like it still has enough fantasy in it to make me he's a dragon. Okay.
It's a slippery slope. Next thing you know, you'll be going to steampunk conventions and changing your name and
She does have
pretending
goggles.
to be, some character or whatever. That's a thick book, but it is 3 books.
It's 3 books.
Cool cover.
So it's a completed trilogy. I have stumbled into so many ongoing books that are like ongoing series. So I have just these floating series in my mind. And then when I come back to the book, like the last one that I read, I had to read the beginning. The writer had actually written summaries of each of the books, which was great because I also skipped a novella when I started reading this book.
Let me ask you something. Since this is 3 books and it is a heavy book,
Yes.
do you find it hard reading a book like this? It's so heavy, and would you prefer having 3 or just a single copy of every book?
I would prefer to have a single copy of every book because I would feel like I was reading more. I'm reading the same amount, but if I get to put down the book and pick up another one, I would feel like I was completing more. And it is a little heavy, and
No,
I'm
it's super
trying to
heavy.
be nice to it, even though it's a little bit
I'm seeing Nix in here.
messed
I don't
up.
think we're
I
here.
took pictures of the book before, so thanks. Thank you so much. This is my physical read. Right now I also have a Kindle read going on too that I had started before I stole that from our library, and my Kindle read is A Forbidden Alchemy. I read a lot of stuff from the library and it was due back. So just so you know, if you didn't know, if you put it in airplane mode, they can't take their book back until you're done.
Wait, what?
I put it in airplane mode.
Where'd you find that out about that?
I found out.
That's hilarious.
There have been some different influencers. I don't even remember who it was, but I've heard it from a couple different people that if you're not done with your Kindle loaned book, you can just hit the little airplane mode and it just,
so if I ever
can't take it back.
decide to get a Kindle, I'll have to put all my books because I'm a slower reader in airplane mode.
So the library,
That's
I think,
funny.
is set as like it's already been returned. So it's probably already moved on to somebody else. But because it's not connecting to the internet, they can't take it off my Kindle. So yeah, I got like halfway through that book. I really like it. It's a little different than some of the stuff that I read. It's set more in a world of kind of like Irish setting almost. And it's got a little mob feeling to it, but I don't know. It's cool.
Like the Irish mob?
A little bit.
That's cool.
Yeah. It is the artists versus the crafters, and the crafter people are kind of more like Irish sounding, and there's a little bit of a mob kind of aspect there. And then the artisans are more like elite people that are controlling their whole world. And so it's got a lot of intrigue, a little bit of conspiracy in it, and some political, situations that they're dealing with that I thought was kind of fun. Different than what I normally have been reading. I'm sorry. Okay, so my current audio read right now is the Golden Sun, which is the second book in the Red Rising series. I started Red Rising where I read part of the physical book. It was dragging a little bit for me in some spots, and so I started listening to the audio, and I really, really actually like the audio for Red Rising. I went from that straight into Golden Sun, and then I ran out of my minutes through Spotify and had to wait for like a week to come back in and hopefully finish it up. They only give you 10 hours of listening time. So I really am enjoying this world, more of a fantasy-based world. There's some hierarchies in it that are a little bit more in the like Roman gods mythology and stuff. But very cool, very fun. I would say if you're somebody that has really enjoyed like Throne of Glass, which is one of my favorite series, that this is a series that you might really enjoy as well. Okay, so we are planning on talking a little bit more about...
No, we're planning on arguing. Are you really reading the book because you're listening to the book? But guys, hit the subscribe button and so you don't miss the next chapter where we get into audio versus physical reading.
Sounds good. Thanks.